Ahoy! Well, here we are in Northport. So here's the Skylark from Akatawa, Michigan. No, that's Makatawa. The raft covered up the M. So yeah, here we are. We've come quite a ways to get here. And here we are, coming back from some errand or other.
Well, howdy folks.
We're just gonna go for a walk and look at sailboats.
Alright, well there's some nice sailboats around
You
here.
wanna go look at some nice sailboats?
I am gonna lie down for a bit.
Okay.
Oh, so yeah, you can see on the other side here in the little swim area, you can look over there. It's very clear, of course.
Yeah.
You can see gobies in the water.
Gobies?
They're a type of fish. They're small and they like to hang out in the mud bottom.
Oh, cool.
You know? And you can just see them. They're like these little.
Are you sure you don't want to come? Let's just go.
All right, just a
go.
little ways.
Let's just go. So, yeah, we ended up tied up on the wall here. We thought we had a slip, but somebody made a mistake. So, but at least it's a C&C that's in the slip that we would have gotten. Here's one of these good old McGregor 26. Okay, here we go. Look at that, is some clear water. Look at that.
Down there at the bottom.
Yeah.
You can see
There's a pipe.
These little forms. Those
Yeah.
are gobies.
Hmm.
It's easier to see them up here closer to shore.
Okay.
But
They're kind of like just little tiny fish, huh?
yeah, I think that's what they are.
Are they like minnows or guppies?
No, they're gobies.
Gobies.
Yes, it's a different kind of tiny fish.
Hmm.
I'm not sure that that's right, actually. Now that I'm saying it in front of a camera.
Well, I mean.
But okay, so you can see one is actually in the water column there.
Mm-hmm.
Not doing much.
Yeah. So how deep would you
But
say
you
this
can
water
see-
is?
Oh, I don't know.
This is probably a good. I would say this is at least 6 feet. At least 6 feet.
Maybe. I think there were some little girls out here earlier talking about whether they could touch bottom or not.
Oh, okay.
And so.
well then maybe it's not that deep because.
But they weren't necessarily here. They could have been further.
I doubt they were taller than 5 feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, those girls are probably somewhere between 3 feet and
Yeah.
5 feet.
Yeah. Look at the boats moored out.
Yeah. Yeah, those are some gorgeous boats, and they all look very commanding of.
Well, I mean, the trimarans usually have to moor because the marina can't accommodate them. They're too beamy to even. You can't time to the break wall because they block the channel. Oh, look at this ketch coming up here. Look at that ketch!
That's
wow,
beautiful,
that is. Now that boat has a soul. That boat absolutely has a soul.
Nice boat.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw a crawdaddy in here, but it was dead. So. But it does sort of. They are in this region.
Mm-hmm.
Verify that.
Yeah.
A dead one probably means there are living ones somewhere.
I want to say this is an Ontario 30 or a 29 or something. Anyway.
Yeah, lots of the mussels down here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
Oh, the zebra mussels, yeah.
Zebra mussels. You can see them on that rock.
Yeah. Yeah, in fact, they're growing all over the rocks down there.
Lots of barn swallows.
But I'll bet this water was just as clear before the zebra mussel
I have no
invasion.
idea. It's not here then.
Yeah.
Look at those barn swallows cavorting.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, this place comes alive in the summer.
Yeah.
And like there's this burst of all this stuff, all, you know, the birds and everything, and because, you know, come October, it's going to start shutting down.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go back to the boat, but
All
enjoy the
right.
rest of your walk around.
I shall. Okay, here's the CNC 30 that my boat, this is the well that my boat was supposed to be in, but at least it's a CNC. See, it's a CNC 30 Mark II. Yeah. Yeah, it's another Tim Jacket design. It's got like IOR problems, but you know, hey, what do you want? See, here's a CNC with a much fairer hull. There's a little bit of a bulge there in the middle, but you know, it's actually a fairer hull than that other one. Yeah, this is a 34, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, 80s boat. Yup. Yeah, it's in good shape too. It's in good shape. Catalina. I like this little cat boat here. It's gaff rigged. See, it has the gaff there next to the boom. And yeah, so there's the gaff there, and it has little rings that go around the mast. And then you can actually take the mast down. It's stepped on the deck here, it looks like. It looks like it's stepped on the deck. This is an island packet. Is that a 31?
35.
It's a 35. Does that include the bowsprit?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Very, very roomy boat, right? Comfortable?
It is.
Yeah, they're great cruising boats. Old Catalina here. Okay, so we got the nice little gazebo here with the benches there and the beach. And yeah, it's a good place. Okay. Yeah, we got some boats out here on this dock.
Yeah, leave the lines on the dock.
Okay, well here's a very pretty ketch. Very nice catch. Beautifully kept. Now this, yeah, I don't know what make this is. This is another mystery boat. It's got no mark on it for the builder. There's no kind of trademark little accents that some boats have, like Hinkley's or Sabres. I don't know what this is. But look at it, I mean, it's got all the classics. Well, it's got 2-speed winches. Or, it's got self-tailing winches, so the winches have been updated. And it's got some kind of, yeah, Raymarine, like, chart plotter, I guess. Yeah, I need to upgrade mine. I really do. But now the rig here is very interesting. Because well, okay, so the main mast has a split backstay, so that the mizzen mast, you know, can be there. And so the mizzen has a split forestay, right, corresponding to the split backstay for the main mast. But it really only comes to the spreader. So, and I don't see a bobsleigh at the top, or a jumper. I think a jumper would be called at the top. And they got kind of these sort of, yeah, so I guess this is, I mean, this is sufficiently stayed. Oh, okay, so the uppers also, so this is kind of like a B&R kind of a setup here. So yeah, that has to be sufficiently stayed. And okay, single spreader on the mast, is on the main mast as well. And yeah, conventional, you know, it's got the double lowers, the lowers that come fore and aft, and then the upper goes up the middle of the tube. Yeah. Yep. Yep. It's got roller furling and yeah. Very, very nice number.
Hi.
How you doing tonight?
Doing well, you?
Hey, I'm going around looking at boats. Let's see, Catalina. What is this, a Tanzer? I'm not sure what that is. Okay. Okay, so I've been told that this boat was built in town here, and that other ketch down there is a one-off. So it's a custom, it's a bespoke. So this is another bespoke boat, except this is built out of wood. You can see the planking in the hull. Yeah, this is very traditional. Yeah, it's a thing of beauty, and I know that whoever built this loves it. It's got an aluminum mast, right? Yeah, double spreader rig. So I mean, this is a good. Yeah, somebody knew what they wanted when they built this boat. Oh. Very nice, very nice. Let's see. Oh, and here's a Catalina. Okay. Okay, and here's one of those new Catalinas that. This is a new Catalina. It has a it has what looks like a Beneteau hull. You got like different kinds of windows here and stuff. I don't know if it really was, but yeah, this is okay. Yes, Catalina 425. They have one of these at Eldine's and escape hatch. Okay, all right. Yeah, it's got the usual, you know, in the mast furling. Not a fan. Okay, it's got the double wheels there. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean, this is like, I think this is a pretty new boat here. I mean, it's pretty new. It's meaning it's not. It's fairly new. I think it's the current model. Might be a few years old though. Yeah, I don't know. This just doesn't work. There's something about it, and it might just be the two kind of oval shaped deadlights there that kind of take now they're yeah. Anyway, I'm not gonna spend any more time on it. There's another Catalina. Again, it's like you got like, okay, so there's only two different. At least this one has the same kind of port lights, except for the main kind of dead light. That's kind of a Catalina trademark now. Let's see. Here's what do we have here? What is this thing? I guess it's a Freres. Yeah, it's a Freres. All right. Okay, I got an Ericsson. Is this a 27? I think this is an old Ericsson 27. Is it a 29? It might be a 29. I don't know. It's a good boat. Yeah. I've always liked these boats. And not just because, you know, my name is there. Okay, a Hunter. Alright. Well, this boat here. Okay, I don't know what this is. Do you know what make a boat this is?
Mm-mm.
Christian. No, Christiana. No. Christina. Oh, this is very nice. Very nice. Yeah, it's got a big hefty rig on it. I'm not sure about the rectangles of teak on the. I've never seen that before. I guess that works. I can understand why it's done that way. So there is some function there. All right. I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a Christina something. A Christina, man, what is this, like a 47? Yeah, I don't know. Okay, and here's an old Catalina 30. Yeah, okay, yep. And this big boat is covering up my boat. So I can't see my boat from here. Damn. Alright. So this is the boat that guy was talking about. That was built by the owner. So I don't recognize it because it's one of a kind. So yeah, very nice. I'm sure she sails very sweetly.
Oh, we're gonna play Sparkball on the boat.
Okay, so I've come to the end of the next dock, and there's my boat along the breakwater because they double booked my slip. Anyway, this is a Sabre that Rick sold. It's a 4. It's about a 45. I don't recall the exact model number. It's like a 452 or something. So, yeah, it's a nice Sabre. And what's over here? Oh yeah, manky holding tanky. I smell it. Yes, I do. Okay, let's see. These things here. What the hell is that? I mean, what is that? I should do like Joey B. Tunes looking at power boats, maybe. That would be something. Yeah, so there's a Sabre, and it's just, I don't know what this is. Okay, so the Gulf Star, center cockpit, ketch. I'm just gonna sneak down here and take a look. Yeah. So, yeah, it's a Gulf Star, like it's like a 50 or something. This looks like the one that Captain Q looked at. It's not quite as well equipped, but it looks like about the same size. It's at least 50 feet. Yeah, it's a nice boat. These are actually well built. Gulfstar had some quality issues for a while, but then they got serious about building quality boats, and I think this was one of them. Yeah, nice. Oh yeah, it's a ketch. What am I? Why am I leaving before I look at the rig? I mean, that's... Yeah, so... Yeah, okay, same deal, right? The main mast has a split backstay that goes on either side of the mizzen mast. And then there's like, yeah, and then the mizzen mast has a split headstay. Now this one goes up further than the other one. The other one, the headstay only went up, the headstays only went up to the spreaders. This goes up further. Okay. And it has like a, oh, okay, yeah, so, and then there's the other kind of twin forestay over there. Okay, and then it's just got a spreader, and it's got what look like conventional uppers and lowers, but they're actually swept back just a bit. Because again, this mizzen does not have a backstay. It does not have a proper backstay, so they do it, so they kind of stay it with, they stay it this way. And on a ketch, the mizzen mast is where you mount the radar. You know, because you got a space in there. You're not gonna. It's never gonna get like, because on sloops, you know, they'll have radar on the mast, but the radar dish is always getting smacked by the jenny coming across. You don't have that happen here. And yeah, okay, and the rest of it is kind of like a sloop, right? It's masthead, rig, and there's your lowers. You know, kind of come in that. There must be a name for that. The way two lowers come fore and aft of the upper, or the cap shroud for you Britishers. Cap shrouds, yeah, that's what the British call them. Okay, and then the rest is pretty unsurprising. It's a roller furling jib. Okay, and here's another center cockpit boat. I'm not sure what I want to say it's an Endeavor. It's a big Endeavor. Yeah, I want to say this is, no. Let's see, is it back here? No? I don't know. I'm just going to call this like an Endeavor 47, maybe. That's my guess. I don't see a trademark on here. Anyway, so, and this is a sloop, right? So, there's really no surprises here. Yeah, conventional. It's got the backstay. Hey, there's my boat. This is the best view I've had of my boat. Ow. I just stubbed my toe on the cleat. Yeah, the best view I've had of my boat in the harbor here. Okay. And, yeah. Pretty basic center cockpit sloop. Yeah, and and yeah, having the chain plates in the hull, that's, I mean, that gives you the best support. But you can't sheet the jib in really inside the lifelines like you can on my boat. And I don't think this boat would point very high anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay. Okay, here's a Hunter. Yeah, okay. It's, yeah, am I gonna look at it? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Okay. Yeah, it's a Hunter. Yeah, there's nothing quite like a Hunter. Nothing quite like them. But hey, I mean, a comfortable boat, man. What's this called? The Journey. The Journey. Yeah, it's the journey I take in my hunt. And okay, so here we go. Okay, what is all this back here? This is like, wow. This is like, you got the arch and the davits. I mean, this is probably pretty strong, I'd say. Yeah, you got some. Oh, look at that. This boat. No, is it? Oh, okay, it looked like it was full of water. Okay, no, it's not full of water. Oh, I think there is some water back. I don't know, I can't quite tell. But anyway, you know, decently strong davits. But I mean, this whole contraption back here is, oh, look, and there's speakers up there, and you got the Traveler up there. Okay, yeah. I mean, that's how they do it with this arch, right? And so you don't have You don't have any sheeting. I guess there's something you could say, I mean, to be said for that in terms of just passenger comfort, right? But hey, I mean, okay, fine, you know. You don't have to even, you never see the main sheet. I mean, when you sail this boat, well, there's a little window there you can look at it, but you really can't see the main sheet unless you climb up and, you know, look at the traveler. I don't like that. I don't like that. No, this really doesn't work for me. Yeah, no, it's, no. No, there's no backstay. No backstay. The top of the mast isn't even... The top of the mast is completely unsupported, and in fact, it's taking the load from the topping lift. Although there's no load from the foresail because it's such a fractional rig. Yeah, it's fractional, all right. In the mast furling. Okay, well. All right, big old hunter. All right, there, you got your due. All right. Oh, now this. Okay. Oh, wow. We got two very different boats of about the same length. Very different. So this, do you know the make of this boat? No? So this is beautiful. Wow, oh my God, okay, so, okay, so that's a Hunter 44, and of course, you know, it has to tell you that in great big letters, you know, like the things made by General Motors. I guess you could think of Hunter as, well, of course, they're not in business anymore. All right, now this. Look at this, look at the, well, first of all, just look at this boat. That is absolutely beautiful. I mean, every inch of this boat is just sheer gorgeosity. So, here's the rig. Yeah, okay. Now you got a jumper stay up there. That thing that one thing that sticks out the front of the mast, but that's a jumper, and that helps to stiffen the mast, especially when you think about the load that it takes from the sail. All right, and you got lazy jacks on here, and you got the swept back spreaders, which you need because again, no backstay on the mizzen. No backstay on the mizzen is okay. No backstay on the main mast on a sloop. Forget it. All right, so the same deal here. Oh, now this is interesting because the main mast does not have a split backstay. It just has, like, it's the turnbuckle, the chain plate is in the mizzen mast. Oh, that's different. Okay, and then we got the split lowers, but then the upper really has the same chain plate as the aft lower. Okay, so that's another kind of unique feature of this rig. Oh, now here's some confusion because this looks like a ketch. No, this is a yawl. Because the mizzen mast is behind the, yeah, the mizzen is clearly behind the rudder post, as well as this being behind the helm. That's another kind of determiner, because typically the helm is above the rudder post, so they're kind of in the same place anyway. So, you know, so this is a yawl. Excuse me, and okay, and then the radar thing is right there, front of the mizzen mast, right, just like that other ketch. And but that's different. That the main mast, the backstay for the main mast is turnbuckled onto the mizzen mast. I have to think about how that works, but obviously it does. Now this, Okay, and then this is running backstays. These are running backstays. Huh, interesting. Yeah, and then... Oh, okay, and then here's like what you usually see with the split. I want to say like the fore and aft split lowers, because they come on either side, and it's equidistant typically between the three, right? And then the upper shroud is in the center there. So there's another example of that. That's a proven rig, I guess, right? Yeah. Unlike on that Hunter. Okay, so yeah, okay, self-tending staysail. Oh, so this is a staysail yawl. Okay, this is a staysail yawl. That's what I would call this. Very interesting. And in fact, the staysail you hoist with a halyard, whereas the foresail is roller furled. So that's another interesting point here. Wow, so you got to raise the staysail, the main, and the mizzen. That's a lot of halyard. And then you just unfurl the foresail. Maybe they may not always sail with the staysail. They may leave that furled and covered, and just use the jenny. I mean, that's viable as well. Wow. Oh, this is a two spreader, or yeah, a double spreader rig. Okay. Yep. Oh, and yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Is there any rake to this? There's a little tiny bit of rake to it. Yeah, there's a little bit of rake to that mast. Yeah. Wow, that's a nice boat. Yeah, that's a beauty. Okay. Here's an island packet with an owl on the sail cover. Okay, I won't bother the owner. Oh, let's see. Oh. Okay, and here's another Catalina. Now, here's another thing. Okay, so he's got his radar on the back stay, or on a strut that's kind of there. So that's another place you can put it on a sloop, and then, you know, it sits above all that canvas. God, that canvas. It's like, seriously. All right. Oh, that's weird. There's like a O-shaped thing, like an omega. What the heck? I've seen that on, yeah, I saw another form of that someplace else. Well, that's different. Let's see. And. Okay. Another Hunter, and no, there's no backstay. No, there's no backstay on this. Oh, let's see. There's no backstay. Yeah, there's a topping lift, and there's no backstay. Yeah, okay, got the stack pack. But yeah, man, like that's a B. That's a real B in our rig. There's no backstay. And please tell me the chain plates are more than that. Alright, well, I don't get it. Okay. Alright. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah, there's more over there. Alright, into the next dock. So here's, again, a very workmanlike, you know, again, it has the look of a wooden boat rendered in fiberglass, right? The hull's very fair, and it sort of has like a built, you know, the cabin, you know, looks like it was sort of built, and they use kind of standard kind of port lights there. But hey, you know, she's a sloop, right? We've got a masthead rig. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, okay, so there, bam, you know, again, lowers, fore and aft, and single spreader and an upper. I mean, and a backstay. Hey, how about that? A backstay. Okay, that's as basic as it gets right there. You know, turnbuckle, steel cable, bam. All right. So yeah, not a lot of surprises here. Well kept boat. Yeah, all right. I'm sure she's I'm sure she's a sweet sailor. And here's an Ericsson. This is a later Ericsson because they started putting opening port lights behind the characteristic Ericsson deadlights there. Maybe it has the... It's a Bruce King design. Yes. And what is this? Does it say back here? No, it just has the Ericsson logo there. And the quarter. I want to say it's a 35. Yeah, it's a later one because it's got that kind of curviness to the cockpit that you don't see on 70s boats, because this style came out like in the 70s. I mean, this is updated. This is updated. Yeah, nice. That's a nice looking boat. And again, simple rig. Oh, it's a double spreader. Double spreader rig. Okay. Yeah. Backstay. The whole. Yeah. Okay. Good. Yeah. Nice. All right. Oh, and this is a Cape Dory. I want to say it's a 32. Whoa. Yeah, 34. Okay, yeah. Little bowsprit there. It's nice. With the teak brow over the windows and the kind of pill-shaped bronze port lights there, and I think they all open. Or they should. Yeah, they should all open. All right. All righty. Some dinghies. Okay, the Hunter and the Cape Dory Typhoon. All right. Cute little boat. I talked to him for a few minutes. Okay. Well, there's more boats over here. Huh? So here's kind of a cool trimaran. That's is a cutter? I guess it's a cutter. Oh, the foresail is on a sprit. Yeah, that's crazy, huh?
Yeah, that's what makes it really.
This thing is fast. I'm sure it's fast. I don't know. This looks more like a male boat. The gender, she. No, this is. I don't know if I'd say this is a he. And this thing looks really aggressive. Let's come down the ramp here. Oh. Oh, wow. Huh. So this is this is like a shroud, but it's probably made out of Dyneema. Oh man, yeah, this thing looks fast. That's for sure. Okay, so it doesn't have a backstay, but it's got these two kind of, they're not really running backstays, but they're Dyneema. Oh, well, they're shroud. I guess is there a... Okay. Okay, so there's like jumper stays on the spreaders. Okay, so it's got those jumper stays to stiffen. Whoa. To stiffen the mast. I'm gonna get up on shore here because I'm a little unsteady on my feet. Oh God. Yeah, okay. So the shrouds are actually jumper stays. And the spreader is more like a jumper. All right. Which is yeah, now I don't know why you couldn't have turnbuckles. I mean, is that hull like not that strong? Do they want to like not have a bunch of, yeah, I can see that. Okay. And the outers have enough of an angle where they can probably do the work of an upper shroud. Yeah, okay, that makes sense. All right, what is this thing? Is this a J something or other? This is a racing boat. All beflagged. All festooned with flaggery. Oh, and here's a Sabre. Is it a 386? Could be. Yeah, it could be a 386. Nice boat. Look at all that canvas. Does it have... Oh, this has leisure furl. Yeah, okay, this is what I'm talking about. This is what you get if you're serious about cruising. You get a 4-spar. I think that's a leisure furl. You see how the sail is like wrapped up in there like a window shade. I mean, that's what happens within the mast furling, but this is much better. Yeah, this is much better. Okay, and so yeah, you got a double spreader rig. You got like, now see, this is stayed like my boat. It's got the three. The stays are continuous. Okay, so the upper shroud is that one long cable that comes down there, and then the middle one is that one long cable, and then the lowers. There's no turnbuckles like up above the spreaders that you have to go up and tune in a bosun's chair. Yeah, so this is how you do it. This boat is properly rigged. Look at the main sheet. See, now I've got a main sheet that works like that. So, hey, I feel a little bit better about mine. But actually, it needs to go in that 90-degree thing because it's not run right on mine. So, but yeah, this is a great boat. Get rid of that canvas. It's like, okay, all right, good. Well, nice Sabre. And look at the teak. See, this is how varnished teak is supposed to look. It looks very nice. All right, Catalina. Okay, I think this is an Endeavor. It's got the brand on the back, so now I can go look. The little stairs are awkward to come down. Wow, this thing is like decked out with all kinds of stuff. Oops. So this is an Endeavor. Haha. Okay, lots of canvas. Hi there.
Hi.
I'm just going around looking at boats. Yeah, okay, this is an Endeavor, and again, this has got nicely kept wood. Okay, let's see. And the last, what do we got? Oh, okay, we got a Beneteau. All right. This looks like the one. Oh yeah, I don't want to disturb the owners. Okay. Oh, and then there's a bunch of boats moored out here. Okay. Well, there you go. There's Northport and all the sailboats. Nice place.